All right, lots to discuss with Eric Ham. He's CTV's political analyst. Good morning to you, Eric. So Walz was chosen as Harris's running mate. What did you make of their debut?
It was a stellar debut, not only just for the raucous crowd that we saw in that arena last night, but we also know that the campaign has raised more than $20 million since his announcement. And so we're going to see the two on the campaign trail beginning today, where they're going to begin hitting many of these key battleground states, Michigan and Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada, and North Carolina. And as you mentioned, while J.D. Vance is certainly going to be on the trail, one person who won't be is Donald Trump. We know that he is only scheduled to be in Montana on the 9th of this week. And so he's basically leaving the entire political field wide open to these two as they make their headway to try to close the gap even further in some of these key battleground states.
Why? What could be the strategy there?
That's a very interesting question. And I think it's something that certainly needs to be asked of this campaign, that in a race where we've already seen Kamala Harris has erased Donald Trump's lead, both in national polling as well as in battleground states, and she more than doubled his fundraising in July. Donald Trump actually ceding ground over this crucial week is, quite frankly, inexplicable.
Let's talk about what Harris's mindset might have been when choosing Walz over Shapiro. Reports are Republicans were breathing a sigh of relief that they didn't choose Shapiro, who is from Pennsylvania. What do you think she was thinking?
I think Kamala Harris was looking at a couple of things. I think she was looking at someone who could actually continue to fortify the blue wall. And then also, too, we got some information that showed that Shapiro had high unfavorables in many of the internal polls that the Harris campaign did. Also, the fact that Tim Walz is a two-term governor with a long record of accomplishments in the state of Minnesota. And many of those accomplishments are policies that Kamala Harris would actually like to implement nationwide. And so I think she saw not only a governing partner, but someone who actually has a blueprint that she could work with to actually begin to try to foment many of these policies if they're actually elected in November.
Donald Trump was on social media overnight saying that Joe Biden wants to take the nomination back. There's no basis for that. But is this a sign of a candidate who is feeling perhaps desperate, Eric, given the momentum and the energy around the Harris and now Walz ticket?
I think this is a candidate who is grappling with trying to find a way to stop the momentum and hasn't been able to do so. And what we're seeing here is just a troubling trend of Donald Trump continuing to go into this sunken place of conspiracy theories that, quite frankly, just come across as unhinged. And it doesn't actually inspire voters, especially those key voters that he's going to need in order to win, those independents and those suburban women.
Eric Ham for us this morning, starting us off. Eric, thanks for all that. We'll talk to you again soon.